Well, Darrell, I remember a video of you at the start of the season saying that you'd like to be in the top 7 come the end. Do you think you can still be in the top 3?
No. It's unbelievable the amount of times the place goes up and down on results. For me, it's about staying level-headed and finishes as many points as possible. People like yourself, just like for me, like to get carried away with a couple of positive results. There's a long way. There's a quarter of the season to go, and we're going to try and finish as high as possible. What I will say is, I said that I wanted to finish in the top 7, which is a lot easier said than done. Nobody expected us to be in the top 7, so let's get that straight. But it's testament to my players and my staff to get ourselves into a position with a quarter of the season to go to be able to finish in the top 7. I've never mentioned the top 3. We're just keep trying to win and get as many points as possible. So if that answers your question.
It does. In terms of last season, where you were in this similar kind of position, sort of chasing towards the end, does that feel like a good experience to have gone through because you know what it's like?
I've done it 3 years as a manager. I've gone through the playoffs 3 times as a manager, so I've got the experience, obviously. But I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 people that think managers always get questioned all the time. That's part and parcel of the game. But certainly the manager's experienced enough to handle that, because I've done it with 3 and had 3 successful promotions from the playoffs. But we just want to take care of the game. We don't really want to mention about that. We've got another tough game tomorrow night. It's for me, mentioning of where we're going to finish, can we do this, can we do that, it doesn't count for anything. We've got to win tomorrow's football match. That's all I'm focused on, and try and get as many points as we possibly can to finish as high up in the league as possible.
What do you recall of the Boxing Day game with Wimbledon?
Yeah, it was on the back end of a bad decision, but decisions weigh themselves out. The lad shouldn't have been sent off. We've had a couple of those this season where we've had 2 red cards and they've been rescinded. There was on a bit of a lucky decision at the weekend when the referee blowed up and they scored. So it was a scrappy game, probably changed by the fact that they went down to 10 men pretty early. And
so you made the point on the weekend about their away form being really solid. What's Neil Ardley doing well in terms of their setup away from home that means they've gone 4 months without losing?
No, it's fantastic away record. They're a tough team. They're a team that can finish in the top 7 like ourselves. That's where they are with a quarter to go. And we expect nothing but, like you say, not undefeated on the road for 4 months. It's going to be a very, very tough game.
If you look at Wimbledon, people often mention Akinfenwa, but he's far from their only threat.
Well, he hasn't started the games recently, so they've got 4 strikers: Aziz, Elliott, Akinfenwa and Taylor. So Taylor scored quite a few goals for him. All their strikers have scored goals, so it's not the fact that we're going in blind. We know plenty about Wimbledon, I'm sure they'll know plenty about ourselves.
The second goal on Saturday obviously was something that you'd thought of. How many kind of set pieces do you have round in your head that you can draw on
you work different set pieces. Some we haven't scored nowhere near enough goals from set pieces, but we do plenty of work within in training. It's nice for one of them to go off. We had one early in the season where we scored a goal similar to that, so it's always nice when they come off. But it's about picking holes in the opposition and having a look at it, because if you're scoring goals from set pieces, you have a great chance to win more football matches.
Do you put that one away now, so to speak?
What, as in?
As in, you don't use it because people have seen it for a while?
Well, they haven't. Well, it all depends, and you need clever players at various times of the game. You've got to look on the ball when their players may switch off, but we've also got to make sure that we're not conceding goals the other end, set piece wise, because we've been pretty solid with that, and it's something that we need to continue at. Because, like I say, if you're not scoring, if you're not conceding from set plays and you're nicking the odd goal from a set play, you'll win more of your football matches.
How's Liam Lawrence's calf?
I don't know. We'll have it assessed. We'll see how we go.
Right. And what news on Gaffney and Harrison in particular?
Yeah, good lads. Really good lads. Been great since they've been in the building. Good pros.
And injury-wise for those two?
Well, I don't mention injuries. You should know me by now. I don't mention injuries of where they are. Hopefully they might be fit for selection tomorrow night. They might not be.
Do you still have an open mind on the use of the loan market, or would you rather work with the players that you have here?
No, you're always looking to strengthen the squad. We'll see how things go. But these lads still not had a full opportunity this season. That's why, as I mentioned it Saturday, that's why you build a squad and not a team.
So would you rather manoeuvre the players you have because you know them much better than bringing a player in which at this stage of the season.
I think any manager will tell you that you'd rather work with the players that you've got, definitely. So, but as well, the players need to know that there's always pressure on a club to keep the shirt. So for me, it's the lads that haven't had the opportunity. Monty's come in, scored a goal at the weekend, and for me, it's about lads taking an opportunity. And obviously, we've got maybe three or four slight injuries, but don't know how quick they're going to be back. So the loan market's something we can make a move on if we feel necessary.